The long overdue firmware update for the Alpha series is finally here. Actually constantly checking and waiting for this firmware to be released in hopes to bring my little Sony back to life, to feel more like the video focus camera it was supposed to be. Now when I downloaded the firmware and I went to upload it, I ran into a little snag. You need to connect through the USB port on your PC, and I ran into this error code because you're supposed to set your USB to mass storage, but it was grayed out and wouldn't let me access it because it gave me this menu screen of the PC remote on. To fix this problem, I had to go to the network settings, scroll over the transfer remote, and then scroll down to PC remote and turn it off. If it says smartphone remote, it's in the same menu up at the top of the screen, and that should fix the problem and open up so you could set your USB to mass storage and proceed on your upgrade. And the sad part is this camera was marketed as a video-centric camera, and it should have had true shutter angle in the first place. But I'm glad to see it has true 24p with proper shutter angle, except for 60p. That did not get proper shutter angle. Not too concerned if it's angled or speed. As long as I got proper motion blur with less choppiness on my pans, I'm a happy camper. And I'd like to thank all those who made deepfake videos and photographs, because without them, this firmware probably would have never been possible. Because that was the only press release I found on the Sony's website themselves that mentioned about the Alpha series firmware upgrades back in November. But that's okay. I gladly welcome spy bots in my footage to finally have true 24p with proper shutter angle or shutter speed. Sorry, I keep saying angle instead of speed. I spent a lot of time on a Sony C100 Mark II. But I gladly welcome these spy bots to have proper shutter angle with true 24p. Now the camera is comparable to any film stock camera used for filming movies, because most movie stock film cameras go up to 14 stops dynamic range, with Sony's 15, 13 usable. It's in the range. Now with true 24p and shutter angle for smoother pans, I think I'm good to go with this camera. So I'm happy we finally get the firmware update. I thank those deep fakers for pushing Sony to push out this firmware update. Canon and Nikon are soon to follow suit with this authenticity inlay and within the imagery to hunt for deep fakes, or put your GPS and location and all that information kind of hidden in a little black box within the footage and pictures. I can't wait to play around with this some more and see what those pans look like. Think about subscribing if you like the content, and keep on filming.